And oh, what a glorious day it is when we have new games available on our Nintendo Switch online service. This is for Super Nintendo and 3 games added, as you can see, and you see that long, skinny box art. That means we have a new Super Famicom game that never came out here in the United States. I love it when they do that. Like, we had Super R-Type, but then we also had, these games that didn't come out here, give you a chance to see them. They are not translated usually, but oftentimes there are still games that you don't really need to know Japanese to play them. You can figure them out all on your own. So we have a few of them. Let's go check them out really quickly, and we'll also check out the Japanese eShop just to see if there's anything different. Sometimes the Japanese eShop or the Japanese Switch Online service will have a different game that we didn't get, or something like that. So we have Super Ninja Boy. I'm very excited about this. I do like Culture Brain. The Super Ninja Brothers. Is that what it's called on the? Was it Super Ninja Brothers on the NES? For some reason, I'm not seeing a clear image of it. Decent, but not great. But let's see if Super Ninja Boy is any better. We do have Fatal Fury 2. I almost said Final Fight 2. That would have been cool too. Fatal Fury 2. I played a lot of Fatal Fury 2 with my friends. And then the game that we didn't get is this game called Sute something. I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but it's a very cool action puzzle game. This is the type of game, man, it is hard to find it even on like Japanese eBay. Look up prices. It goes for a lot of money. So the fact that you can play it for free now, let's just look at a couple of them really quickly, just so you can see. I want to say Sute Haken, Sute. We'll look at it when it gets there. I'm sure you're yelling it through your TV screen right now. All right. So we have. Do I have access to the CRT filter from here? I don't think I do. It's all right, though. Or maybe that is the CRT filter. Oh, it is the CRT filter. So, if you're not familiar with the Fatal Fury games, it came out during a time when there was just so many like fighting clones, and this was originally for the Neo Geo. But most of the Neo Geo fighting games I know best from their Super Nintendo version because I didn't have a Neo Geo. With Terry Go Bogard is one of the more popular ones, but we have Big Bear, totally get Big Van Vader. It's a Big Van Vader ripoff. And then I remember I was a big fan of Kim Kapuan. So, and then got Drunken Master. We'll play as this guy here. Why not? I don't remember the controls. It's been a long time. The thing with the Fatal Fury gimmick is there's 2 levels. It's 2D fighting, but then there's a foreground and a background, so you can kind of mix and match between the two. Like such. See, so now I'm in the background, and now we're fighting over here, and you can kind of mix and match your strategy depending on where they're going to be, So, really? You going to do that to me? What if I did this? Nope, sorry. This. What? Dude. I don't remember his moves. There's one. Okay. Charge back, forward and kick. Turns into a big old throw. Can I charge back, forward and punch? There we go. What are you throwing? Is that a chancla? Whoop! I'm not, though. I'm not going to question it. Neat. All right. Super Ninja Boy. Thank you. Yeah, I do have the CRT filter on. Little Mode 7 fist. Because why not? And admittedly, I didn't really play this game. I didn't have it. I didn't rent it. And for no reason other than I just didn't. I don't know if just my local video stores didn't have it. I think I would have if I would have seen it. Because I like Culture Brain and the, like, Kung Fu Heroes, kind of games. So, but this one, like the NES version, it's a little RPG-ish, and then when you run into an enemy, it turns into... we'll have a bout. We'll fight it out. And then that's what it turns into this. And this is, again... They made a version of this on the NES, and this is just the Super Nintendo version. So, if you're familiar with Kung Fu Heroes, I think I have a strong nostalgic memories for Kung Fu Heroes. That's for sure. That's when you have this, but it's like it wasn't quite the same, but definitely more collectible if you're looking to grab them. And then this one, Sute Hakun. Sute, what was it called? It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look it up because it's not gonna be translated for me. I think it is Sute Hakun, right? Yeah, Sute Hakun. Okay. I remember when I saw it was available as a game that didn't come out. I was like, what are some great? That says password. So, well, game something. It said. And this is one might get a little confusing. You can probably read some of these if you know katakana. You know, kon todori. That's you can kind of sound it out, and maybe controlleru. Is that what that stands for? Controller? I don't know. We'll start with that and just kind of you just poke around and hope for the best. You see how many stages are in this game. So, you know, quick little stages here. And let's see if I can kind of remember the controls. Because the idea is, as your bird, you can suck things up and then replace them somewhere else. But then other things, like the different juices, you can... you can kind of absorb. Not absorb, but you can infuse. Can I do that? Will that work? Like, can I just, like, drop it off the edge here? No, I think that's just this, that's, lose it. Alright. Well, let's, I don't know if I can jump that high with this. Let's see. Maybe I can. Oh, okay, I can. And then you can kind of suck it in there, and then it gives it a, you know, a thing to do. If that makes sense. So, and some of it might, you know, go up and down, some of it might go left and right. There you go. So, first stage done. Very fun puzzle game. And you can see there's also a blue and a red thing that might do other stuff later on, too. So, a couple stages ahead. And again, we're right back to being here again. Can I just walk through it? There you go. Thank you. And then you just, you know what I mean. Okay. So, that's what we have there. But now let's see what we have for the Japanese eShop, because the Japanese sometimes, and if you're not familiar, I've said it before in my other videos, if you don't know how to access the Japanese store, create a secondary account, which you can see I have a couple of accounts on this Switch. This is my primary Switch. Create an account, literally any address in Japan, and then when you access the eShop and it says, hey, which eShop account do you want to access? Choose the account that has the Japanese address. It'll give you the Japanese eShop. And then from there, you can download this game, the Switch Online, Super Famicom Switch Online service. And because you already have Switch Online, it'll work just fine, if that makes sense. So, and you can already see there's already a couple, like this game here, there's a couple of games that are going to be different for you. And it's also just kind of cool to see the Japanese box art. So we have Fatal Fury 2, whatever it's called in Japan, Mark of the Wolves, I don't remember. And there's that Sute Hakun, we already saw that. And then is the next one going to be Super Ninja Brothers? Or Super... It looks like it is, yeah. Okay, so more of the same. It'll just be the Japanese versions of them. But finally, it's been a moment, hasn't it, that we've actually had a few Super Nintendo games, and in my opinion, some pretty decent ones. Because sometimes recently, it's just been like, hey, good news, new Nintendo games. You're like, yay! And you see what games they release on it. You're like, really? Those? But Fatal Fury 2, I think, is a lot of fun. Sute Hakun, love to have this, as I'm going to be playing this a lot. And then that one, you know, happy to see it, happy to have it, but very cool to have all the same. Thank you for watching. I do love my Nintendo Switch Online service, and some new games to look out for. I mean, if you're already paying for it, you already got them. That's the best part. Just update your, update your dealios.